feel so Peter McKinnon-esque. I'm really not trying to do that, okay? I'm not trying to be one of those guys on YouTube, okay? I'm just trying to teach photography and stuff. Anyway, have you ever taken a photo that looks a little too orange or way too blue? That was probably because of white balance. Let's talk about it. What is white balance? Well, simply put, it's how your camera balances the color of light to look more natural. When you're outside at sunset, or more specifically golden hour, you know the light outside is orange or golden. And then just 30 minutes later, all the light in the sky is like a deep blue. That's because even though we don't really notice it that much with our eyes, all light has a color. White balance, or you could even think of it as light balance, is your camera's way of correcting those colors. So most light is on a spectrum from blue to orange and is measured in kelvins, or just the letter K. If you've ever seen a color wheel, you know that blue and orange are opposite each other. So the more blue you have, the less orange, and vice versa. That's how white balance works. Since most light is on a spectrum from blue to orange and white is in the middle, basically your camera just adds the opposite color to make it appear more white. Hence the name white balance. That sounds a little complicated, but all you have to remember is the more orange the light is, the higher your white balance should be, and the bluer or cooler the light is, the lower your white balance should be. Simple enough to remember, but here's the cool part. Unless you're shooting video, you don't even have to remember that. If you're taking photos in RAW, not JPEG, like you should be, then when you're editing those RAW photos, you have the option to change the white balance after. So it doesn't really matter that much what you shoot in. So for most scenarios, you can just leave your white balance on auto. This was just a brief overview of white balance, but there is plenty of content out there that goes over more in-depth things like shooting in mixed light and tint and stuff like that. Of course, I recommend fully understanding it to get the most out of your camera, but if you're just getting started, just put your white balance on auto and go do more of what really matters, which is shooting. As always, thank you for watching, and let me know if you'd like me to make a video on shooting in mixed lighting, difficult lighting scenarios, and like more in-depth about white balance and tint, or if there's anything else that you'd like me to talk about. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. I usually do a thing after this. It's usually like this little bit after the little... Oh! Boom! I gotta bug out. I'm an idiot. I gotta bail out. Little Benchmade knife. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be like Peter McKinnon. But it's just cool. I mean, look at that. Boom! Should I just stick to photography? Should I not do this anymore? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.